We are studying about the causes of water pollution, and we know that water is being polluted because of the addition of fertilizers and pesticides, then the waste from the industries and the sewage waste from the household activities, and the waste which is collected from the industries which are using water as coolant. So all these activities, they are paying a lot for increase in water pollution. Now as this water is being polluted, so what is happening? There is an imbalance which is occurring between the living organisms. Means because of this water pollution, some of the life forms, they are increasing their number, whereas the other life forms, their number is decreasing. And this increase in one number and the decrease in another number is causing or creating an imbalance. So what is necessary? That there should be a balance in the number of living organisms present. So this effect, which is creating imbalance between the organisms, is a great or major threat to the environment also. So what we should do to control the water pollution? First is, we should use the term water pollution to cover the water effects, following effects. First of all, what we should do to control the water pollution is to not to allow the waste to enter into water bodies. Then this minimum use of fertilizers and pesticides should be there, and the water which is used as coolant is cooled first of all, and then it should be added to the water bodies. And how we can say that water is becoming pollution? So what are the various terms which cover the water pollution? First is, when undesirable substances are added to water bodies, they are being polluted because of these undesirable substances. Then fertilizers and pesticides, we have talked, they are poisonous because they contain some poisonous chemicals like mercury salts, etc. These mercury salts, they are used in paper industries, and when these mercury salts, they are dumped off into the water bodies, these mercuries, they enter into the aquatic body of aquatic organisms, and they get suffered from the various diseases, and that cause the death of the organism. So, and there could be increase in the number of disease causing organisms like bacteria, and these when these bacteria multiply in water bodies, then the disease like cholera may happen. Then the removal of undesirable substances. The next is the removal of desirable substances from water bodies. So when unwanted substances are added into these water bodies, what is happening? Some of the organisms, they are increasing their number, and when the number of these organisms is increasing, they are using that dissolved oxygen. And when this dissolved oxygen, it is used by plants and animals, that is also required by the organisms like plants and animals in the water bodies. So there is great demand of oxygen in the water bodies, and because of that, this dissolved oxygen become less, because all the aquatic organisms, they are also in the need of oxygen. So because of that less amount of oxygen, other nutrients also get depleted into the water bodies. Then third is a change in temperature. So whenever there is any change in the water bodies, because we know that we can survive in a particular range of temperature, below that or above that, it is not possible for the organism to survive. In the same way, aquatic organisms, they can also survive up to a certain range of temperature. And if there is any change in the temperature below or above that, then that is dangerous for the living organisms or the aquatic organisms. What will happen when there will be increase in the temperature? The larvae or the eggs of the aquatic animals, they will die. And if the eggs and the larvae are died, what will happen? Their number will get decreased. So these are the various causes which are paying a lot to water pollution, and it should be controlled. So these are the questions. Why do organisms need water? Organisms need water to maintain or to continue the metabolism. What is the major source of fresh water in the city or town or village? So it is the water supply or the underground water. And do you know of any activity which may be polluting this water source? Yes, fertilizers, pesticides, chemicals from industries, All these are paying a lot for increasing in the pollution of water bodies.